Hello everyone, it's Monday, so it's time for our market update. It's almost the last in 2023. One more left in next Monday, so nice to see you here. At the beginning, like usual, I would like to remind you about the 30 days wealth planner in the morning after you wake up to build your routine, build your habits. And after that, at the evening, go for the 90 days workbook. Okay, I will remind you about it during the mindset call this week as well, like I'm usually doing. But today, let's focus on the market and let's check what has changed since our last analysis. Before I will share my screen, the quick update for the current week. Today, we have the regular market update. Tomorrow, Monica is back. So you will have a small live trading session with the MT5 platform, some technical stuff. On Wednesday, I will have the Q&A with you. So you can find the name of the market. If you have some to analyze, we will start from the highest picture to the lowest. We can repeat everything if you still have some gaps. If we talk about the measurements, finding the 0-1 over balance, 1-1, and so on. Actually, we will have the next two Wednesdays together. So this Wednesday and the next Wednesday as well, I will be with you. After that, on Thursday, you have a regular market update with Marek. On Friday, we have a day off because I have a flight. And instead of Friday, we will do our case study for the business plan on Saturday, 9 a.m. Polish time, because we voted on the call on Friday last time, and mostly you said that it's better to do it on Saturday. I mean, that you don't mind to have a live call on Saturday as well. Anyway, if you don't have space this Saturday for the case study business plan live call, then you can just send me your answer for the question and I will analyze it. If you have more questions, we can, let's say, extend a little bit this live, because on Saturday, actually, I have nothing to do, just this live call. So we can do a little bit extended session if you will collect some previous questions from your previous mindset calls, from your previous sets of the question, the first, second, maybe from even previous about the goals and so on, then we can spend much more than 1 hour in the room. So this is the game plan for this week. So right now, let me share my screen and go through the markets. Let me know if you see my screen, if everything is okay. I will open the chat right here. Like usual, we will start from the US dollar index. Yes, everything is fine. Then what has changed since last update? Actually, the US dollar broke the local bottom here on the left side and created the new bottom. Actually closed the daily candle as a false break, because as you can see, the white candle closed above the minimum of the previous bottom. So it's false break. However, they touched the level of 70.7. Let me double check. Actually, we have to go to the lower time frame to see it. Where is our scale? It's right here. Is it touched? Yes, it is. As you can see, the bottom shadow touched the level of 70.7. So that means, generally speaking, that instead of end of the shape of the correction, like we had in our minds, starting from here about shallow A, after that neutral A, or the finish simple correction, after that the same we had here, neutral A or finish simple correction. Right now we are sure and we all agree that we have a deep A as with the shape of the simple correction as well. So basically speaking, the direction is still the same. We are still thinking that the US dollar in the future will go up. That means the markets related to US dollar should fall down. But temporarily, instead of expecting the strong up movement, we can expect the wave B right here. And because of the deep A, we can have the flat or speeding correction. We will see. This is just an information for us because anyway, we are not going to play on US dollar index. Is it clear for you? Do you know, do you understand all of the process, how we follow the steps from the shallow A to the neutral A to the neutral A up to the deep A? Is it clear for you? Is it understandable for you? I guess so, because we talked about that many times. So let me just move to the markets and let me tell you what happened here, actually. So euro dollar created an overbalance of the biggest correction, okay? We had a first overbalance right here. After that, we expected some just shape of the correction, which stopped at the level of 50 or 61.8. However, they went higher, but stopped before the top. We had the deep A shape after the overbalance. And on Friday, the price confirmed that the deep A is already finished by doing overbalance of the biggest correction in the last movement. This is our one-to-one mark, previously an overbalance line. And even today, I sent you the notification about what are the next steps. And I told you that I'm not going to touch the market until I will see a deep and a shallow A. So as you remember, the zone between the overbalance and at least shallow A, which is 38.2 or 41.4, is for us a blind zone. So right now, actually, there is nothing to do. Once they will break the bottom, all you have to do is just to extend the scale and extend the scale like we are doing, for example, in Audi Euro. What is the name of the market? Euro Audi. But once they will go higher, hit the local top, touch the level of shallow A or even higher, because the final confirmation will be done by candle formation, of course. Then you can slowly start selling this market. Basically speaking, euro dollar started looking very nice. Do you have some question about that, or it's clear for you? It's clear. Perfect. All right, so the second market from the left side is the GBP USD. GBP USD hit the local top, local, but general top stays the same. You remember we have an overbalance behind us as well. We expected the full shape of the correction. Similar situation to euro dollar. However, they hit the top. And what we have right now is just a deep A. So generally speaking, the direction is still the same. All we have to do is just to start counting the correction from the beginning. First of all, I notified you even today that we have a confirmation from the daily time frame, which is the dark cloud cover right here. Actually, it's not deep A. Sorry. Actually, it's still full shape of the correction. Why you didn't tell me that I'm wrong? It's still nice shape of the correction because they didn't touch the level of 70.7, which is even better for us. So all we have to do is just to cut the market after the last correction and check this is the last correction. If we already have, let me delete the scale, will be easier. After the last correction, which is right here, where's the lowest point, right here on the right side, and check if we have the local overbalance. I guess so, but let me double check. The biggest correction in that movement was here. So I'm pretty sure that even without measurements, you see that we have an overbalance right here. So there is the first good sign for us, correct? So after all, if we have an overbalance of the last movement, then we have to just check which correction is the biggest. If this one is still the biggest or the second one is bigger. No, those one is still the biggest. This one is a little bit smaller. but anyway is the next one. After the small correction right here, the next one is right there. So right now we have an open road at least to the 1-to-1 of the second biggest correction. Actually, that's the biggest of the biggest correction is very close to the second biggest correction. So most probably once they will cross the line of 141, most probably they will cross on the both transaction, but this is just the future. What we can do right now is just to create our basic range to trade, and this is at least our 1-to-1 zone. And of course, let's mark the level of 141.4, which is right here. So basically speaking, the situation is pretty much similar. All we have to do after the local overbalance is to use our scale and wait until the price will come back at least to the shallow A, which will open the range for over 150 up to from 150 to 200 pips, which is already a nice transaction to enter. Okay, right now here we are in the blind zone, so we can do nothing. All we have to do is just to wait until the price will touch the shallow A at least once. Okay, we were waiting for the similar movements on gold market, and finally on Friday, I guess, or Thursday, I don't remember actually, the price touched already the level of shallow A. Do you have some question about GBP USD? It's actually 1-to-1 to euro dollar. So after that, you can choose. First of all, you can trade the market which touched the shallow A first. You can choose the market according to your preferences, or you can choose the market. Actually, that's it. You have two choices actually. Trade this one which come first to the shallow A, or trade this one you prefer to trade, which is better for you. Me personally, if I have to make a choice between euro dollar and GBP USD, I would go with GBP USD for sure, because euro dollar is too slow for me. From the other side, for example, Łukasz is constantly playing euro dollar and he feels okay with this market. The speed is okay, and the market is understandable for him. So again, it's your choice. The key point is just to be aware of what can happen here on euro dollar or GBP USD. If it's clear, and you mentioned that it's clear, so let's move to the next market, which is Audi USD. Here the situation is a little bit different, but the direction is the same. As you can see, the euro dollar and GBP USD are after the overbalance, and we are waiting for at least shallow A. From the other side, Audi USD came to the level of 1-to-1 with the biggest correction on the last movement started from the end of or beginning of 2023. Am I right? Because this toolbar for presenters is covering, yes, from the, let's say, first quarter of 2023. So what we can do right now, all we can do is just to play according to the 1-to-1. Do we have any candle formation right here? Actually, we have H1 right here. And is this point higher? I guess so. High 0.6728 to 8.6 to 8.5. No, so still this point on the left side is higher. So we have H1 candle formation. Actually, we have some consolidation. We have somehow the H4 candle formation right here. No, actually we don't. Maybe if we compare body to body, is kind of the dark cloud cover tested with the strong and big bearish engulfing. However, definitely if you have a choice between Audi USD and the euro dollar or GBP USD, I would go with euro GBP or GBP US, euro USD or GBP USD. Okay, most probably if we have this kind of consolidation, the price will go to hit the top one more time, especially that all of the market temporarily must to go up a little bit. Is just a few pips on euro dollar. It's approximately 20. It's approximately 30, 35 pips on GBP USD. So it looks like that the Audi USD will go to hit the local top, maybe create a better candle formation in the future. And after that, if this is your favorite market, it will be better to play after. Okay, you can still bet that they will start falling down because the risk is really small. It's approximately less than 10 pips. So if you want to give yourself a try, then it's still a good opportunity. Even according to H1, the 10 pips of risk is still acceptable, even if you are not sure. And it could be even a little bit similar to the scalping more than the longer term transaction. Is it clear for you? Let me drink my favorite green Japanese tea. Yes, it's clear. So the next market on our list is NZD USD. What we have here, as you can see, the NZD USD is very similar to the Audi USD. We are in the one-to-one zone of the biggest correction in the last movement, let's say. So do we have any candle formation right here? We have an H1, which is deeply tested right now. Do we have an H4? Yes, we have H4 candle formation. It looks like a trap, but if you compare body to body, it looks like dark cloud cover as well. Again, the risk is really small. It's below 10 pips. So this is another market for everyone who likes to do scalping or who likes to just enter just to see if the market can give some profit. Of course, we are in the one-to-one zone, and the range of this one-to-one zone is over 100 pips. From now, 70 few pips left. So every time when you see the candle formation right here, which can suggest that the market can fall down, then you should repeat the transaction if you make a decision just to follow this NZD USD. But from my perspective, definitely, if I have this situation compared to the GBP USD, it's better for me to wait a little bit. Once they touch the shallow A, I will start selling the markets after the overbalance and the first shape of the correction, instead of just entering here, having just a one-to-one confirmation. But if you prefer different way, all of the markets, actually not all of them, but NZD USD is ready to play immediately. Audi USD is ready to play immediately for most for scalpers more than for the long-term traders. For GBP USD and for euro dollars, you have to wait a little bit more. Let me know if it's clear for you. I will mute myself for a while to clean my nose and come back to you within 15 seconds. All right, I'm back. I see that everything is clear, so that's good. Let me move to the last market related to USD. And what happened here after the gold created this huge big candle? We had an overbalance which opened for us the range of over 1,500 pips. And what happened last week? The price touched the level of shallow A and confirmed it by the nice and big H4 candle formation. Do we have a daily candle formation? Yes, we have a daily candle formation as well. So right now we have a choice. For some of you who would like to put the risk on the table, the market was ready to play. Actually, I entered the market again just to, this is my scenario I explained you already, after the confirmation, because I missed this H4 candle formation right here. After the confirmation right there, I entered the market And right now I'm following the H1 pyramid strategy with these 5 lots because I told you that my goal is just to have more sales in the market than buys, and the profit will be made by itself. I'm aware, and you should be aware as well, that shallow A is not the final shape of the correction. So for sure, 100% sure the price will go higher, touch 50, maybe 61.8, or even maybe go higher to touch 70.7. This is something we don't know. But I already put the risk on the table because you know that I have this buy on the top. So somehow I have to fix this situation. So once the price will continue to fall down and break the bottom, I will definitely exit from this sell because I know that shallow A and the broken bottom, let's say, means irregular correction for me. So after that, I will wait again until the price will come back to the level at least 50 or 61.8. And after that, resell again. And after that, what I will do, I will try to build a pyramid starting from H1 and adding H4 only. So I will have 10 lots somewhere here in this zone, which will cover these 5 lots from the top. And once there's, as you can see, the 700 pips, so these 10 lots will be on the zero with buy once the price will come to the geometric cluster, because it's 1,500 pips to the geometric cluster from the level of 50%, even 1,600 for now, and only 800 something to the top. So plus minus 2 to 1. So my 10 lot sell will cover the loss from 5 lots buy, and after all, I will close this buy from the bottom on zero or with the small loss, because anyway, I'm trying to slowly exit all of the markets by the end of the year. I guess it's impossible for now, but what I will do, I will just stay with the gold market until it will come back to close to zero. I don't have to come back to zero because I have a different goal to close everything when the total balance on my account will come back to 500,000. Yeah, so it will be somewhere in the middle of the movement. But anyway, do you understand what happened here and what are the next steps? Because of the shallow A, the price can fall down, break the bottom, and create an irregular correction. On fall down a little bit more, create a three-wave structure, and go to hit the local top of shallow A to create a simple correction. This is something we don't know. That's why the shallow A is the most risky entry point. However, I'm aware of everything what can happen here. So thanks to that, I'm able to enter even in those spots. Clear? Clear for Mateusz. What about the rest? Sebastian. Oh, Joseph joined the live call. Łukasz, Robert, clear for you? Here. All right. The next section of the markets are indices. Actually, here I have nothing to add. I just mentioned that Dow Jones hit the general highest point in the history, which we actually expected. So it didn't surprise us. Here, Sebastian asked the question, if Dow Jones will follow DAX market, because DAX created an overbalance of the biggest correction in the last movement. This is what you had in your mind, which is this one. We will check it in the middle in a moment. And after that, that means that it opened the road to the next one-to-one, which is that one, which is also possible because DAX also hit the highest point in the history. So step by step, globally speaking, or generally speaking, indices are following each other. So I guess the first one is S&P 500 because it's the biggest one. After that is Dow Jones because it's just the 30 companies in US, and after that is Europe behind the US. So usually DAX is following Dow Jones, not Dow Jones is following DAX. This is the structure, I mean the priority of the markets, I would say. But from the other side, it's never written. So first of all, if you think to sell, or if you wait for some corrections here on the Dow Jones market, you should analyze it by itself. Right now, Dow Jones just hit the global top. So all you have to do is most probably find the biggest correction, which is most probably this one or this one. We can check it. The first is bigger. Let's see. This is the biggest correction in the last movement. Move it to the top. And it will be the first sign. Okay, right now, it's possible that the Dow Jones, DAX, and S&P 500 will fall down a little bit because they hit the general top in the history. But first of all, there is this one-to-one in front of us. So first of all you have to do is just to wait for the first confirmation, which is the overbalance of the biggest correction. And this overbalance might open the way to the next biggest correction, which is that one. And at this stage, I would say that it is possible, especially when they will start falling down at the beginning of January, because usually when you go through the history, the indices are falling down a little bit at the beginning of January. Not every year, but I would say that 70% of in the last 10 years, they started falling down from January. Okay, so this is something I will start with. Anyway, I'm not going to touch sell button, but first of all, I mean, I'm not going to touch it in this case because it's too small movement for me. But once I see this overbalance, and the market will continue to fall down, and I will see the drop of the price at least more than 1,000 pips, then I will switch to the pyramid mode and start entering the market according to M15, H1, and H4 after that. Okay, because this 1,000 movement in indices, on Dow Jones especially, it's very nice range already to play, especially when you are going to create some small pyramid from 2 to 3 transactions in the same direction. You can easily double or triple your account. But those kind of movements don't happen so often. So all we have to do is just to wait here. And I guess that's it if we talk about Dow Jones for now. So from my perspective, it's still in the standby mode. And let me move to the DAX market. Let me know on the chat if you have some question to according to the Dow Jones market. And in the meantime, while waiting for your question, I will analyze DAX. And Sebastian said that here we had already an overbalance. This is the biggest correction. Yes. Do we have overbalance? Yes. So here the situation is a little bit different, because on DAX market we already have an overbalance. So the open to the next one-to-one, which is this one, is already open. But my approach is same. Even if I see the overbalance on indices, I'm not going to touch the sell button. It's better for me to wait for the bigger drop of the price. Let's say similar 1,000 pips. One-to-one, by the way, is here. Is it possible that after this overbalance, they will go to the next one-to-one, to the biggest one-to-one, the next biggest one-to-one? Of course, it's possible. But here, once they will start falling down and I will see the bigger drop than, let's say, 1,000 pips, I will switch as well to the pyramid mode, because from my side right now, it doesn't really matter which market I will play, which market I will go for, which is a Dow Jones, DAX, or S&P 500. I will choose the better one in the current moment. Most probably when they will start falling down together, the drop on the Dow Jones will be bigger than on the DAX market because Dow Jones is faster than DAX. So anyway, I will try to catch Dow Jones more than DAX. But if the DAX movement will be faster and bigger, then I will switch from Dow Jones to DAX temporarily. And actually, that's it. According to the rules from the theory, of course, after the overbalance, you can expect some down movement. There is H4 candle formation, there is daily candle formation. So somehow some correction can come. There is even weekly candle formation. So if you want to try, then you can start analyzing the market from the top. Treat this movement like 0, 1 right here after that deep A. Am I right? Not even deep A. For now, it's neutral A or just shape of the simple correction. Let me delete the bigger scale. And right now we have a double local bottom right here. So if you want to try, let's maybe create the shape of the flat correction and come back to the market if you'd like to sell when the price will come at least to the level 50, 61.8 or wherever you will see the candle formation, and you can try, but I'm not suggesting to try to sell indices. Okay, but this is just your choice. If you want to do scalping, then maybe after the candle formation for the few pips, it's even worth it to take the movement. Let me mute myself for a second. All right, I'm back. Is it clear for you? All right. So everything depends on which strategy you'd like to follow. If you want to do scalping, then all of the markets are ready to play. If you would like to do the long-term trading, then most probably not all of them are ready to play. And if you combine a little bit, let's say technical analysis with the fundamental analysis, like I'm combining these two analysis, especially on the indices, then definitely this market is not for you to play. So again, it depends, okay? Then S&P 500, let me see if they hit the global top. No, the S&P 500 is on the way to hit the highest point in the history. How many pips left? Just 908, almost 1,000 pips, let's say, 1,000 pips left to the general top. There is no overbalance yet because the biggest correction is right here. And actually, there is nothing to do right here. Okay, there is a candle formation, of course, H4, H1, even daily, maybe not so clear. So let's finish on the H4 right here. But anyway, I don't think they will start falling down in December. Okay, maybe I'm wrong, but this is just, I'm sharing this just from my experience. So what I'm doing here is just to move the scale higher and wait until they will come to the shallow A at least. Got it? Let me know if it's clear. If yes, then we will move forward to the markets related to JPY. And it's clear, thanks. So if we are talking about the JPYs, here the situation is the same. We had the same situation last Monday when we had our live call, and actually nothing has changed. The price is still at the same level. We are at the level of 1-to-1 with the biggest correction in the last movement. The price didn't break the bottom. We have a small consolidation right here. So for everyone, as I said last week, for everyone who is positive about this market and think that after they touch 1-to-1, they are going to hit the new top, what we had, it was the first movement, which already created an overbalance of the biggest correction, I guess. Yes. After that, we had a deep A, and now we are somewhere inside of the B. So anyway, if we will check the risk, maybe on H4, even if you'd like to play and set up the sell stop below the deep A, it's still a lot of pips. We had a chance to enter the market after the deep A finished right here. So right now we have two scenarios. I would say the first scenario is that the market will go to hit a new top if you are positive and if you think that after they touch the one-to-one, they will go there. And the second scenario is, of course, for people who are negative about the markets, who think in the long period of time the market should fall down. So if you have a look on the market opposite way, for looking for sell, so analyzing it from the top, we cannot put official 0 and 1 right here on the movement, but you can see that it was some movement after that the price touched the shallow A from while watching from the top. After that, there is something. So right when the price will come to the level of 50, you can be confused. But right now, there is a common space between buy and sell scenario, and the common space is at least the range to the level of the 50%, because we don't know what can happen. Of course, we have some confirmation behind us. For example, overbalance, and it might look like the price would like to go to hit a local or general top, but from the other side, it's expensive already on the market. We are trying to catch the B. We have for sure a strong weekly candle formation. Okay, for the monthly candle formation is still too early to talk about, because it's another 12 days left to the end of the year. But if the market will close like this with the monthly candle formation, it will be even stronger confirmation for us that the price maybe want to start finally falling down. Anyway, if you are not sure, you have a common space between the current price. However, right now the risk is a little bit too big because it's already over 100 pips. So when they will fall down a little bit and you would like to join the market, you will have the range of over 300 pips to play by, because I guess they will come to at least level 50%. And after that, we will see if they will continue the up movement and the white candles will be strong and big, then maybe we'll consider that they choose the sell buy scenario more than sell scenario. But if there will be a lot of side movements, let's say, and we'll have the big black candle as well, like here we had, then maybe the sell scenario is possible as well. For now, let me know if it's clear for you. If yes, then we will move forward. Let me know on the chat if it's clear. If yes, then actually GBP JPY looks the same. From one side, we have a one-to-one correction. So we can consider that the price will go to the new top. From the other side, we can analyze the potential of the market, and definitely it's more expensive than cheap. So you can treat somehow this down movement as a first 0 and 1, not non-official, let's say, because we don't have an official confirmation, which is the overbalance down below here, the one-to-one. However, the common space between these both two scenarios, first of all, we had a neutral A, after that false break. So the price should come back at least to the level of 50 to create a speeding correction, or to the 61.8 to create a regular correction. Anyway, this is the common space between buy and sell scenario. It's actually one-to-one with the euro, JPY. The risk, what about the risk? It's a little bit smaller, because the risk, if you like to put the sell stop below this H4 somehow candle formation, it looks better on H1. Do we have something on daily? Not yet. Then it's less than 100 pips. Of course, the currency is weaker because it's JPY. So the risk in dollars playing 0.1 will be definitely less than $80. It will be approximately 60. We can check it. 0.1, go to the higher time frame. You'd like to check for buy. 87 pips. No, it's showing me 0.1. $60, as I said, 61.25 from now. So if it's acceptable to put the risk of 60 pips on the table, which is $60, which is 80 pips, and play for at least 3 times more, which is over 280, maybe even up to 400, then the market is ready to play. If you don't want to play in those such a moments, then you should skip this until you will see the general overbalance, because right now is the situation we don't like. Actually, partly we like it because we have a common space between buy and sell scenarios. So somehow we can enter the market even if we are not sure what it will be here. But once they will reach the level of 50 or 61.8, wherever they will create a candle formation, then we will have 50% chance that they will continue to go up and 50% chance that they will start falling down anyway and break the bottom and touch the overbalance in the longer period of time. And after that, we have to check the overbalances in the last movements, okay, like we are usually doing. So right now it's still acceptable. From what I see, the GBP JPY looks better than Euro JPY, because on Euro JPY there is no nice and clear candle formation. On H4 even the risk is a little bit higher. From the other side, on H4 right here, we can treat it like maybe hammer by itself. A morning star is not a morning star. There is H1 as well. So it's only about the risk. The risk is smaller, like 30% smaller on GBP, JPY. So I would suggest, if you want to play something for this common space, you play somewhere, then it's better to go with GBP, JPY. Is it clear? Let me know on the chat. And we will move to the next market related to JPY. And the next market related to JPY is a USD JPY, which also came to the level of 1-to-1 with the biggest correction right here. And I told you that when we were higher, that for me, I don't really care what will happen first. And actually, I exited the market with my sales, and right now I changed the direction because of the 1-to-1. They touched the level of 127. I enter another buy transaction after false break on Friday, and right now I will adjust sell stop below the bottom because I deleted my sell stops for a weekend. So I will do it after our call. Actually, I can do it right now because it's one click. Done. Security order set. And for me, goal right now is to close this market on zero, because I already made some money here, I guess. So no, I didn't. I'm on zero. So once I will close everything on zero, I will be on zero. But anyway, it's still acceptable, because enough for me is when the price will come at least to the level of shallow A, then the profit from the bottom transaction will be above 10,000, and the loss from the higher transaction will be I cannot say. Yes, got it. Will be -6, as you can see. So it will be plus 4,000 after all. Once they will go higher, the loss, the profit will be higher. So for me, I will cancel it. I feel safe about this market, because even in the worst scenario, when they will come only to the shallow A, I'm able to close all of the set on zero. But again, we have two scenario. There is a common space between buy and sell. So the first scenario is according to the 1-to-1. They touch the 1-to-1. They did the false break close above the previous bottom. So it's kind of the sign that they will continue to go up. They can even go to hit a new top. However, I'm more negative about this market. Let me close the lines to do not make any mistakes. Okay, however, I'm more negative about the markets just because we have a general overbalance right here. After that, we had a very deep A. However, they didn't hit the top. They stopped just few pips below the top, created W1, so it's weekly candle formation and monthly candle formation as well. So it's a deep A. Once they will fall down more and touch the overbalance, it will be an official confirmation that the deep A is already finished. So most probably I will start sell it again once I will close all of my transaction here at the level of shallow A. After that, I will wait for the level of 50, 61.8, wherever I will see the candle formation. And after that, maybe enter the market with the small sell transaction. I'm already trading this market since few months, so it will be nice after all to have at least few $1,000s of the profit here. Okay, clear? Clear. All right. If it's clear, then let me move to the next one. The next one is USD CAD. What we have here, last week we already had an overbalance, or this week? No, definitely last week. The price touched the level of the overbalance. So by touching the overbalance, they confirmed our sell scenario. So our sell and only one scenario is like this: 0, 1, A, 3 waves B, and we are waiting for C. Okay, the price broke the bottom. So all we have to do is just to move the B. Once you will see, okay, at the beginning, the B was right here. After that, the B was right there. At the end, the B is right there in the bottom. So all we can do right here is just to create a geometric cluster and nicely wait for A, the overbalance of the biggest correction in the B wave B, which is this one, and the correction to enter the market. Second of all, for scalpers, enter the market right away after you see the candle formation and play a little bit against the trend, but you are aware of that. And three, the safest way, wait until the B will finish. After that, wait for the whole wave C, and after that, enter the market for sale with the rules. Clear? So again, depends what is your style of trading. The market is ready to play immediately or no. We have a geometric cluster as well. We don't need this line. So all we have to do is just to wait. I mean, if you prefer to scalping, then you can go for scalping with the risk of 20 pips. Nice. If you would like to play a little bit longer transaction according to H1, then the risk is still 20 pips and the expectation is above 200. So at least 10 to 12 to 1, maybe even 12, 13 to 1. So it's a nice transaction. However, you have to remember that you are trying to catch the B so they can fall down more. All you have to do is to be aware of that fact. And the last one is pretty much similar. We are trying to catch the B. At the beginning, the B was here with the deep test. After that, they broke the bottom, created a nice and strong movement, confirmed with the H4 right here. After that, I told you that because of this up movement, I will wait for the correction and enter buy. We had the candle formation even on Friday, but after that, they broke this local bottom, fell down, but didn't break the general bottom yet. So it's still market ready to play with the risk below 25 pips after the daily candle formation. So if you want to give yourself a try, then the risk is super slow, super small, and what is even better than less than 100 pips below, there is another one-to-one. So the worst what can happen is that they will break the bottom, touch the one-to-one, and after that, instead of just one scenario, we'll have two scenarios, because after one-to-one, we can expect that the price will even hit the new top. So anyway, the sell scenario will stays on, and the common space will be between the local B and the one-to-one with the wave A. So anyway, it will be at least 500 pips plus. Perfect. Got it? And again, the market is ready to play for everyone who would like to put the risk on the table, for scalpers, for even though who would like to have a longer term transaction, because the risk is 25 and the expectation is 500, so it's 20 to 1, even better than USD CAD. And for all of those who would like to, enter the market after the full shape of the correction, of course, there is nothing to do here. So generally speaking, depends on your style. By the way, write me down on the chat which style of trading you prefer for now. Okay? Which strategy is your main strategy? With scalping or hedge with the, let's say, longer movement according to H1, H4, or okay, scalping. So for Sebastian, for example, almost every market's are ready. Let me go through the scalping mode. Euro AUD is ready to play right now. USD CAD is ready to play right now. USD JPY is ready to play right now. GBP JPY, if you would like to do scalping, I will wait for the correction of the last movement. Okay, the same with Euro AUD, Euro JPY, sorry, I will wait for the correction of the last movement to minimize the risk and put it below, let's say, 20 pips. S&P 500 standby, DAX standby, Dow Jones standby, gold market for now standby for scalpers. Once they will go up to test this local top, then it will be ready for sell. Once they will fall down more and be close to the local bottom, then will be ready for buy. And that the USD ready to play immediately with the risk below 10 pips. Audi USD ready to play immediately with the risk below 5 pips right now. GBP JPY, actually nothing to do right now. Or if you wanna try for sell anyway, the risk is below 20 pips. You can play according to this H1 previous one. And euro dollar, same story. Risk 12 pips, you can try even for sell. Once they will hit your stop loss, then definitely you can repeat your sell transaction. Clear? Right now, the longer term traders. If you would like to put the risk on the table, you can play according to the previous H4 or even daily candle formation for buy. However, you have to be aware of the fact that a little bit below of the local bottom, there is another one-to-one, which will give you even the stronger confirmation to buy after you see that the price will break the bottom and create H1 or H4 candle formation. Expectation at least one-to-one, which is 500 pips. USD CAD, same story. The market is ready to play according to the H1 or only H1 candle formation with the risk approximately 12 pips, 20 pips, and a target of 200 plus. USD JPY, it's not ready to play for you because there is no candle formation here. If you want to play, the risk is a little bit too high. It's over 160 pips. So it's standby mode for longer time traders. Same story with the GBP JPY. If you want to put the risk on the table and put the $60 playing 0.1 to expect 3 to 1 or 4 to 1, then you can go for this buy transaction. However, if you'd like to go for buy transaction, the Audi, Euro Audi and USD CAD is giving you the better risk reward ratio. So I will skip the JPYs for the longer term traders for now. Same with the indices. With the gold market, once they will go higher and create the risk, maybe they are going to create some shape of the speeding correction. If you will treat this like one, after that A, three waves B and C. Let me see if we have some geometric cluster here. Ciach. 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 Yeah, well, maybe when they will go to this level of 150%, create a candle formation, then you will be able to enter the market with the risk approximately over 100 pips. So it's still a lot, especially if we know that gold market is fast. If you will use stop loss, I would say that it's completely stupid idea. If you go with hedge above the top to do not lose the money, then you have to be aware that above there is 50%, 61.8, and so on. So for those who would like to try, it will be ready to play right here somewhere. For those who don't want to give yourself a try, then the best what you can do is wait until they will hit the top to enter sell, or break the bottom to enter buy for the wave C of the speeding of the irregular correction. Here is nothing to play for the long-term traders. I would wait until they will hit the top and create another candle formation. Audi USD, same story. GBP JPY, at least shallow A, and Euro dollar, at least shallow A. And basically speaking, that's it. Is it clear for you? For long-term traders as well, for scalpers. It's clear. Okay, guys. So if everything is clear for you, for all of you, for Jola, for Joseph, for Mateusz, for Łukasz, if he is still here, for Robert, then let me know on the chat. If yes, then I guess that's it for today. Actually, the market is pretty cool. It's very easy to analyze some of the markets. It's obvious on some of the markets when the price will go. In some of the markets, we have to give some time to the rest of the markets. But anyway, the situation is clear. So thank you for today. Wish you a good day. I would like to remind you about the homework from last Friday. No email sent to me about the question after, the update of your answer for the question. Nothing to do on our Saturday mindset call. So please focus on this. Don't skip it until Thursday evening, because after that I will have no time to go through this. Actually, right now you have one day more, so you can even skip it for Friday evening and send it to me on Friday night. But anyway, I will have no time to read it. So faster you will send it to me, more time I will have to prepare myself, and better case study session we will have together at the end of the week. Anyway, it's on you. I'm not going to push you here. So for now, I wish you, I will not wish you a Merry Christmas. It's too early. I wish you just a nice day, and see you together on Wednesday. And of course, tomorrow you have a session about MT5 plus live trading session with Monica. Have a nice day. Bye-bye, and we are in touch.